Good day to all science students. In this video lesson, we are going to tackle now the week 7 of term 1, science 10, factors affecting the rates of chemical reactions. For day 1, introduction to reaction rates, collision theory, and food preservation. Okay, objectives: define reaction rate and identify observable signs that a chemical reaction has occurred. Explain how collision theory relates to the speed of chemical reactions and food spoilage. And appreciate the importance of controlling reaction rates and food preservation, materials production, and everyday chemical processes. For activity, let us answer these questions. It refers to the speed at which reactants are converted into products. Okay, reaction rate. It is a theory stating that particles must collide with enough energy and provide and proper orientation for a reaction to occur. Okay, collision theory. It is the substance present before a chemical reaction takes place. Okay, reactants. It is the new substance formed after a chemical reaction. Okay, products. Okay, number 5. It is a sign of chemical reaction commonly observed when an effervescent tablet is placed in water. Okay, formation of bubbles or gas production. It is very slow chemical process that produces a reddish brown coating on iron. Okay, rusting. It is a food preservation method that removes moisture from food such as fish or fruits. Okay, that is drying. Okay, it is a food preservation method that uses low temperature to slow food spoilage. Okay, refrigeration. It is a method of preserving fish by adding salt to reduce the amount of available water needed by many microorganisms. Okay, salting. It refers to unwanted changes in food that may produce unpleasant odor, color, texture, or taste. Okay, food spoilage. Scenario, the lunchbox question. Paulo brought 2 pieces of fish to school for a science observation task. One was fresh fish bought early in the morning, while the other was salted and sun-dried fish prepared by his grandmother. He placed both in separate covered containers and left them at room temperature for the same amount of time. By afternoon, the fresh fish developed a stronger and pleasant odor, while the salted and sun-dried fish showed fewer noticeable changes. Paulo wondered why the 2 fish did not spoil at the same rate even though they were kept in the same place. Okay, guide questions. What chemical or biological change is being observed in the fresh fish? Okay, the fresh fish is undergoing spoilage, which may involve chemical changes, enzyme action, and the activity of microorganism. Which fish is expected to spoil more slowly? Okay, siyempre yung dried, the salted and sun-dried fish that is expected to spoil more slowly. How do salting and drying help preserve fish? Okay, salting reduces the amount of water available, while drying removes moisture needed by microorganisms and slows many spoilage-related processes. Okay, does food preservation completely stop all changes in food? And explain. Okay, no, food preservation generally slows down spoilage-related processes. It does not always stop them completely. How is the situation connected to reaction rate? Okay, the situation shows that certain conditions can slow the rate of unwanted changes. Salt and drying reduce conditions that support rapid spoilage, making the preserved fish last longer. Okay, what is chemical reaction? Ilang beses na po itong natakel. A chemical reaction is a process in which one or more starting substances are changed into new substances. The starting substances are called reactants, while the newly formed substances are called products. Okay, example here, burning wood, that is chemical change, browning of sliced apple, souring of milk, rusting of iron, effervescent tablet in water. Okay, what is a reaction rate? A reaction rate describes how fast or how slowly reactants change into products. Yun. Pag sinabi palang reaction rate, gaano ba kabilis, gaano kabagal yung pag-produce ng bagong products. Some reactions happen within seconds, while others take days, months, or even years. So, dun sa food preservation, pinabagal lang yung reaction rate. Yun ang purpose. Kaya bakit na-preserve? Pinababagal yung reaction rate. Okay, another example, we have burning a matchstick that is very rapid, napakabilis ng rate niyan. Effervescent tablet reacting in water, that is rapid. Browning of sliced fruit, moderate to slow. Milk turning sour, that is slow. And iron rusting, that is very slow. Reaction rate is important because people often need to either speed up useful reactions such as cooking and manufacturing, or slow down harmful or unwanted reactions such as food spoilage and rusting. So, depende pala kung anong paggagamitan natin na product. You can either speed up the reaction or slow down the reaction. Okay, what is collision theory? Ang nakalagay dito sa picture, low concentration equals few collision and high concentration, more collision. According to collision theory, chemical reactions occur when particles of reactants collide successfully. Yun palang pinakadahilan para magkaroon ng chemical change or reaction. Dapat magkaroon ng collision, successful collision in particles. For a collision to successfully produce a reaction particles must, number one, collide with enough energy. Yun, kailangan yun. Yung tinatawagan natin na activation energy. Collide in the proper orientation or position. Yun, mahalaga pala yun. Okay, simple comparison. Imagine two students trying to give each other a high five. If they do not meet, there is no contact. So, if their hands meet weakly or incorrectly, the high five may fail. Hindi masyadong malakas. So, if their hands meet properly and with enough force, the high five succeeds. So, in the same way, particles must collide properly and with enough energy for a chemical reaction to occur. So, yun palang dalawang mahalagang bagay. The enough energy or the activation energy, and then the proper collision. Okay, reaction rate and food preservation. Food naturally undergoes changes over time. These changes may lead to spoilage. Food preservation works by slowing conditions that allow unwanted changes to happen quickly. Ayan, we have here food preservation method. Number one, refrigeration. Low temperature slows many chemical and biological processes. And then freezing greatly slows particle movement and microbial activity. And drying removes moisture needed for spoilage to occur rapidly. Salting reduces water available to many organisms. Pickling uses acidic conditions that discourage many spoilage-causing organisms. Para yan. And then canning uses heating and cold storage to reduce contamination and spoilage. Okay, important reminder, preserved food can still spoil when stored improperly or kept too long. Preservation is mainly a way of slowing unwanted changes and extending shelf life. Okay, for conclusion, chemical reactions occur every day, from the burning of fuel to the spoilage of food. These reactions do not happen at the same speed. The rate of a reaction depends on how often particles collide successfully. Then food preservation demonstrates the practical importance of controlling reaction rates. We have the refrigerating, drying, salting, pickling, and canning. It helps slow spoilage-related processes, allowing food to remain usable for a longer period of time.